Andrei, thank you so much for coming and having a chat. It's always nice to see you. I love always catching up with you. It's been a while because we did the BBC thing like a couple of years ago, and like time just flies, doesn't it?
Is it a couple of years already?
Yes, well we filmed that in July 23 and they aired it in April 24.
Whoa.
That's even more than a couple of years ago. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the fact that you are one of the spotlight artists and showcase artists from the Quarter sessions recently.
Yay!
Yay! It was a wonderful night. It was the first one of those events. It was really great. We had 5 artists and they were all fabulous, I think, and so different, which is what we wanted.
Yeah.
But you and Chess we had the tokens thing where people put their tokens in the pot for their favourite artist, and everybody had some fans, but you and Chess just topped it and came joint winners. So we've had a chat with Chess the other day, and now I'm having a chat with you just to find out more so people can learn about you. So tell us, because you're from Romania originally.
I'm originally from Romania. Yeah, I came to the UK maybe 16, 17 years ago.
Oh, long time now.
Long time, yeah. So I finished my studies. I went to acting school in Romania.
Right.
And then I wanted to do a master's in acting, but try somewhere else. So I came to London, did my master's in acting in London, and thought, I quite like it here. And I started writing music for theatre.
Oh, wow.
Straight from acting school.
Yeah.
And I started doing that for a lot of little productions and little short films. So I got composing music. I had no experience with this before, but I really enjoyed it, and I felt a connection with just building music for characters and telling stories with music and theatre together. I think that's a big influence on how I write my music for the alpacas.
I was going to say, you can tell, now you've said it all makes sense, because the way you're such a storyteller with your writing, so it all makes sense, everything you're saying now. And you just mentioned the alpacas, so what's happened with the alpacas? They were great, we had them on the bandstand for the BBC thing.
Yeah, the alpacas, I think it's now 10 years since we founded the band.
Wow.
So maybe even a bit more than that. We started with just me and a guitarist from Mexico called Quarterhouse. Now he's a really good producer in Mexico. He's back in Mexico and he's producing like big artists and playing huge shows as well. So he's doing really well.
That's exciting.
And then we continued the band with we have a guitarist from Kent.
Yeah.
Adam, he's just fantastic. He lives in North Kent.
Yeah.
And we still collaborate. So we see Adam most out of all the alpacas, I think.
Right, yeah, he's the closest as well.
Yeah.
Bit easier than Mexico.
Yeah, a bit easier. But we still send Jorge in Mexico things to produce, because he's always with software and everything.
That's
so
great.
Yeah, we record on a lot of our stuff is recorded on multiple continents, because we collaborate with people from Japan or like all sorts of
that's really cool.
Delicate
the beauty of technology, these things we can do.
And then we added members one by one. We found a beautiful violin player called Judy. She's she's fully Japanese, but she's born in the UK, and she plays beautifully. So we got her on board, and we recorded a bunch of stuff with her as well. We played a lot of gigs, and that's when it all came together. We were, I think, at most 6 in the band with drums, bass, guitar, acoustic guitar, violin, piano. So we were a full force of harmonies and lovely stories, and it was quite glorious.
Yeah.
But now everyone's a bit all over, scattered, and we've moved to Folkestone, me and Misato, who are also a couple, and now we have children. And it's just 2 little alpacas now in Folkestone.
That's so cute.
But we still collaborate with the other alpacas when we have something to record, or
when you can.
Because
you have kids now, like you just said, your little alpacas. So how old are they?
Kids, 2 and 4.
2 and 4. That's terrible twos
growing
age.
Quickly.
Yeah, that's the age when they're into everything and want to open everything and
and it's the fatigue more than anything, because I'll tell you what, I thought that as I age and I have kids and jobs and all that, creativity will go down, but actually all the ideas are still there, just waiting for me to have the moment to bring them out and because all these little details that if you want to birth a song, it takes so many hours of just writing and thinking of music videos and all this planning.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Takes the most of the process. The songwriting, I would say, is the easiest bit for me, at least.
Yeah.
And that's what I really love to do. But it's just time management and prioritizing our little kids.
Yeah. That's very cute. And talking of your kids, because there's a couple of songs that you sung at the quarter sessions that there was definitely one that was about one of your children, wasn't there, that you sung?
Well, I think a lot of the ideas I put in the songs would apply for my kids, especially about learning and taking little steps and making mistakes and just learning through loving and these kind of things.
Lovely. Your songs are so relatable, and they're just so, you can feel the passion in them, and I think in the whole room you could hear a pin drop. Everybody was like, wow, because it's so pure, and it's just you and your guitar and your voice, and it's just so beautiful and pure. Pure, I think, is a really great word for it, because there was no like fancy, extra production or instruments, and you even wanted to keep your small amp, didn't you? You didn't want to, because you just liked the sound, because that's what you're used to, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, I think the secret in holding a room like that in quiet is listening to them at the same time. I think even if they don't sing back or they don't say anything, there's a dialogue, so you're listening to whatever feedback comes from them.
Energy.
The energy. So I think listening is really, really important for a live musician.
Absolutely. Is there any tips you could tell another musician on how you can listen and perform at the same time? Does it take a lot of practice for you to do that? Because it's quite a skill.
I think it is experience. The more you play, and I think there was a moment in my career where I just let go of trying to perform like for myself and with me, and just opening that up to the audience and breaking that fourth wall and seeing reactions, and then it's a bit like telling a story and people reacting to that story, and you're adding on to that. A bit like that.
Absolutely. Well, you do a great job of it. Everyone was really blown away. It was lovely. So you're writing some stuff at the moment?
I am writing a couple of songs at the moment.
Exciting. Do you normally, how's your process? Do you normally noodle with the guitar? Do you have the lyrics first? How do you find you like to work?
It usually starts with one idea or one sentence that sounds very appealing or attractive. So this is the nucleus. And then I build around that nucleus. I maybe start to think of a chorus. And then I'll build in the verses and see how I can make a story of this and tell like chapters of this little story. So it definitely starts with an idea, then I add melodies and then try to fit words of the verses in. So it's a bit of a mix. When I write for theatre, for example, if the text is already written, if I write for like a Shakespeare sonnet or a bit of rhymey bit in the Shakespeare bit, I find that really easy because it's already there. And the text is already very musical, so you can do a lot with it. But when you write your own stuff, you can sort of do a mix of that. So you start with a big idea, with this big nucleus of energy, and you have like a simile or a metaphor in your head, and you want to expand that, and you do a bit of both. You write lyrics, you write the melodies, and build that.
Building blocks. It's fun though, isn't it? It's nice to be able to write different stuff as well.
And I'd love to, I don't know if people do this, but I would love to work with someone who would like to learn how to write a song in this fashion. And tell a story in this fashion.
You could do a workshop about that. We should consider that for some of the Folkestone music workshops. That would be great. I think people would love to hear about that. If you're watching and you want to hear about that, put a link in the comments below. That'd be brilliant. It's a different style because we've got a lot of amazing musicians in Folkestone, as you know, across all the different genres. But this one's not so much. So this is quite a niche
I think
area, isn't it?
this is one of the things I'd be interested in most going forward, inspiring other musicians to discover what is attractive in a song and building on those hooks, on those melodic hooks. I think one of my biggest strengths is melody building and harmonies.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have an idea, if you have a song and you want a little bit of advice on, I'd be happy to work with you.
Yeah, it's fun. I love the melody. I'm melody. We did a Q&A the other day, and they were like, "How do you do it?" And melody is my first thing. But everybody's different. Some people like to start with the lyrics, and some people like to start with some chords. Some people like to start with the melody. It depends. And obviously, we all change a little bit here and there. But you all have your default, don't you? Your go-to way, I think, is your normal style. But yeah, that would be amazing. People, it's always really great to share, because even you're still learning until you die, and there will always be something somebody can tell you that's a different way of doing it. And that's why I like collaborating, because when you collaborate, where you would, if we did a song together, where you would take that verse is different to where I would, and it's so beautiful and so interesting to see somebody else's approach. You're like, wow, I would never have done that, and that's now it takes your brain somewhere different. So collaboration is a wonderful thing, and just drawing from each other and stuff. So your next songs, have you got a plan of when they're going to be ready, or are you just letting it go naturally and seeing when it happens?
I have a plan of coming up with the full structure of the song in the summer.
Yep.
Because we'll be in Japan for the whole summer, so then is when I have a little bit of time to focus on the songwriting and have some peace and quiet to sort of put things together. Yeah. And I'm hoping to record them once I come back in September.
Nice. Oh, so have you got a set number of songs you're going to work on?
I have 2 or 3 that I'm focusing at the moment. Yep. But
maybe another one will appear. Well, like you said, I think when you have children, we always say, Tim and I, to people when they're like, "Oh, what should I write about?" And we're like, "Well, if somebody's quite young, you're always like, have you actually had your heart broken yet?" Or usually like something really big or emotional, a positive thing, or sometimes a tragedy or something. Usually that will inspire or spike people to write stuff. And having kids I know so many people that said, for the first couple of years they were like, obviously just getting used to being a parent, but then you've got all of this great stuff which is really emotional and personal and special to you. That's probably been building inside you, so they're gonna come out.
That's what I think music is for, is to explain these huge feelings that can't be explained in words or painting. I think music is the most attractive art form, and all the other art forms are a bit jealous of music because it can do so much. So I use my music to express things that are a bit too much to express in words. And that's why you need harmony and melodies and things coming from all over, left and right.
That's a lovely way of explaining it. Yeah, really, and that really is a lovely way of explaining it. You're absolutely right. Music is everything. Music is the best. And what is life without music? It's not life, is it? I cannot wait to hear your next songs. And we definitely want to have you come and do some more stuff. Always in Folkestone, because it's wonderful to have you here. You're not going to leave, are you?
No, not planning to.
Not planning to. Good. That's good. And then maybe we can have a special performance from the Alpacas when you might have that rare chance that you get together.
Wouldn't that be great?
That would be great. Well, we'll keep hoping and praying for that. So your website is just thealpacas.co.uk, isn't it?
It is.
Yes. I remember. Check me out. So yeah, please do check Andrei and the Alpacas out. They've done some wonderful things. We've had the pleasure of working with Andrei a few times now, and it's always a wonderful thing, and we love to have Andrei involved in stuff. And if you'd like him to do a workshop about any of your songwriting processes and writing for theatre, I think, and that's a thing that a lot of people would like to get into, and it's quite tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite a niche.
Yeah.
But if you are working with a theatre company, or you're interested in theatre, or you have a background and you would like to explore music for theatre, that's such a cool thing.
Yeah, it really is.
It can really bring up a piece of theatre to life.
Yeah. Do you do it the other way? So you're saying sometimes you have the script with the words. Do you ever have you done it the other way, like with the visual, where you put like for writing for sync and have the visual that you can write to?
I've worked with companies that devise, so we just come up with things on the spot.
Yeah, I find that fun, seeing the visual and going, what do I feel? And it's
Yeah.
just a really nice way of doing it. The more different ways you can explore to songwrite, the better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'd love to have you come and share that with us. So if you have any ideas or would like to hear more, then put a link in the comment, get in touch. Follow Andrei and the Alpacas, thealpacas.co.uk.
Yeah.
You're on socials, you're on both Insta and Facebook. That's under your name, isn't it?
Yeah, that's either the band is Alpacas Official,
Yeah.
or my personal one is Andrei Sound.
Okay, and we will link all of those under this video, and also we'll get your profile on the Folkestone Music Town website up to date, and we'll put all these links in there so you can check it out there. But for now, thank you so much, Andrei. It's been a pleasure as always.
Thank you, Sophia.
We'll catch up again soon.
Yay!
Bye, guys.